Hola, hello, good morning, or whatever time you're joining me. This is the political reading for Daily Political for Monday, December 30th, 2024. And I am going to do a Celtic cross on this one. And just to remind all you guys that the new moon happens today at 2:27 p.m. Pacific, so adjust according to your time zone. And new moons are so powerful for planting the seeds of your intentions into from now to the next month and beyond. It's coming in at 9 degrees of Capricorn. So wherever you have Capricorn, wherever 9 degrees lands in your chart, it will, that area of your life, whatever house it lands in, that area of your life will definitely be more energized with the new moon. But Capricorn is so good for work and duty and self-responsibility. So, okay. What do we need to know? What's going on in the government? Even though, even though they're on, Congress is on vacation. Right there. Okay, this is interesting. Wow. The forces in motion is the King of Wands reversed. Holy moly. Okay, I think I just need to draw more cards to see who's who. I mean, this is anybody ruthless, but this could be Putin. This could be any fire sign or somebody with a lot of fire in their charts. Well, that would be Trump. You know, he's just a bloviating bag of hot air when it comes to looking at his chart. There's tons of fire in there. And the greatest challenge has to do with some life force issue, but they're not dead yet. Sorry. Okay, let me just get the cards laid out. And then we'll go from here. Okay, so here we are, King of Wands reversed. Like I said, someone that's ruthless, someone who has a bad temper, someone maybe has a stroke because the head's, it's like blow the head gasket blown head gasket. I'm sorry. It's still Mercury retrograde. It's not, but we're still under the retrograde, the shadow, the retro shadow until, retro shade is the way to say it, until January 3rd. So, cut me some slack, man. King of Wands reversed. Ruthlessness, impulsiveness, hasty decisions, somebody who's power hungry. Somebody has way too many high expectations and headaches and temper tantrums and possibly a stroke. The Sun is our highest energy card in the deck, which has to do with our life force, anybody's life force. So it's this guy's life force. What this guy is sitting in, and this could be Trump, this could be Putin, this could be any, Aries, Leo, or Sag man. Okay. The Ten of Swords coming through reversed. Well, this is a recovery, though. This would be a recovery. But it is, this is one of our cards of, whether it's upright or reversed, it's an ending. And there's usually, so is it an end of failure in the past, or is it just major failure that is a tremendous ending? We'll just have to wait and see on that. With the Two of Pentacles, and this stuff can be like behind the scenes and we don't really know what's going on. With the Two of Pentacles in the past, somebody's needing to prioritize, somebody's trying to juggle and adapt. Gee, I wonder who that might be. this has been my Avril Haines card. And yeah, I keep calling her Avril Lavigne, and I'll cut myself some slack and say they are both rock stars. But maybe this is Avril Haines and her report, because they have no control. Down here, there's control. Up here, there's no control. This is coming in, hanging over them. This could be karmic past and then karma coming in. And if this is any clue to who this guy is, this is our Gemini card, Lovers Reversed. There's a lack of harmony in relationships. Something ends. I still don't know what sign Laura Loomer is. I still need to look her up. But she is a dark-haired woman, if you want to go that way. And her and Musk they're fighting. And this could be any other dark-haired woman that has something, or any earth sign woman. Of course, this could be Melania too. She's a Taurus. But there's control over Trump and control over the relationship. In the near future, that's what comes out. And like I was saying, Laura Loomer and Musk are fighting. And maybe Trump is trying to pick his alliance, but it's stressing him out. And maybe he realized I don't know if he would come to that level of awareness where he could realize that either one of them could cause him major problems. Okay, internally, we've got the Tower coming through reversed. So this is kind of maybe a disaster that doesn't actually happen yet, but it could be, because I look at the internal position as what somebody is attracting. Now, you look at this, and this is definitely ED issues, right? Ugh. I don't even want to think about that. Okay, with him. I don't want to think about any parts like that with him. But anyway, this is also a card of fevers, and here's the Crown. There's a lot of fire. I tend to read this as Mars and Uranus. He does have Sun conjunct Uranus, so yeah. So there, it's not off yet. But I mean, how it goes with the King reversed and the possibility, King of Wands reversed, and the possibility of blowing a head gasket and something else imploding. But like I said, fevers, infections, attacks. When it's upright, it's already broken down and whoop, When it's reversed, there are attacks and there are arguments and there are accidents and there's anger and there's lies. There are lies. Externally, whoa, who's the Emperor? Okay. Generally, we go with Aries, but it could be any fire sign person who's in charge. Now, Lloyd Austin is a Leo. Lloyd Austin, the head of Department of Defense. So I would tend to look at him as a strength card, but I don't know. He's at the top, wow. Okay. So this is externally. What Dumpy is attracting externally, internally and externally. He's going to hit a wall. Somebody's going to say, you're not getting past here. I love the way Lori reads this card. It's just a wall. She's always like, look at the steel boots. Look at the concrete, throne the dude's on. You're not getting past him. And he's always got the side eye. He's always got the side eye going on, looking out. Right? Okay. Let's see. Hopes and fears would be, well, this could be us hoping and fearing that Trump doesn't get to walk away from anything. But for him, Maybe this is him kind of wanting to sneak away. Traditionally when we have the Eight of Cups coming through reversed, we're hopeless, we're kind of aimless, we're kind of drifting around, we're definitely avoiding things. But when it comes to health readings, this is one of my cards for addictions. So, yeah. It's also lymphatic issues, really tired, really weary. Wow. Okay, and then the outcome, at least just for the day, is some kind of news coming out. Some kind of, I don't know what it'll be, honestly. Page of Pentacles is, all the pages are messengers. With the earth sign, it's something physical. So I would say just, news that we're going to know about. Could be messages about money, or a message about money. Okay, that's the best I can do with that one there. Okay, so now we go to the personal portion, the collective. Let's bring it down. Let's see if I can fit 5 cards in there. And I do have the cards already allowed. I had kind of pre-shuffled to allow for reversals. So Monday, December 30th. What is it that you guys need to know? Like I said, it's the new moon coming in. Set your intentions. Plant those seeds. Monday, December 30th. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, it was yesterday on the 29th that Chiron went direct as well. So now there should be no holding back, except for Mars is still retrograde. But at least getting clearer internally. More courage is what I'm getting there. Okay, the theme for the day is walking away from things that no longer serve you. You can't do anything more. When we get this card, we cannot do anything more. Now, this is usually a card for moons. Eclipses could be new moon as well as full moon. So I think that's the thing, is like, so with Capricorn, with the sign of Capricorn, which the new moon's in, and the sun is in now too. The sun is conjunct the moon when we have the new moon, right? Joined together. It's same degree, same exact minute. The days leading up to it and the days after are very powerful. And Capricorn is the ruler of mountains and structures. And when you've worked really hard on something for a long time and it's just not working anymore, or you need to abandon it for a new way of working with it, you would get this card, right? Remember that old Einstein quote, you cannot solve a problem with the same mind that created it. So this would be needing to change your mindset to just try something different. Try walking it in a different way. Okay, Queen of Swords reversed. Be careful about being too hard on yourself, too judgmental, and then from there you will progress and, of course, walk away from what doesn't work anymore. Know that you always have options, and you never are directionless. Sometimes we're just trying to figure out, which way is the best way to go. I talked a lot about this. We had this card come through in the membership reading for the week. So anyway, I'll go over everything here with you, one card at a time. So Queen of Swords reversed. We have to be careful about being cold-hearted, kind of over emotional reaction, bitterness. Sometimes, though, this can have to do with getting clear on what is hurting your lower back. Because it can be something chronic pain when it's, inverted into the body. So usually it's something like, what do you call it? Sacroiliac, the sacrum. Those tender little nerves and muscles in there that sometimes need to be adjusted. So maybe in the morning, maybe it's back stiffness and you're wanting to get a handle on it, and then maybe you figure it out. Maybe you figure out what it is, and maybe you're even able to get it. Like if I wake up in the morning, my back hurting, I know my SI joint is off, and I have a certain exercise I do to get it to crack back in. I know a lot about that one. But once you have that, then you can get up and get going, and then there can be some progress. But still, we are walking away from things that don't work anymore. That's the theme for the day. But we always have options. When we get the Seven of Cups reversed, that's our reminder, is that don't ever think that you're out of options. Even when the option is to surrender and do nothing and let go of control, that is an option. It's delusion to think that you don't have choices. So sometimes this card comes through when it has to do with, like if it's a dietary thing, this can have to do with toxins, kind of like the mice card in the Lenormand, sometimes it's about keeping secrets. Things are hidden under that veil and you're not going to let it out, whatever it is. And there's a difference between secrecy and privacy. Everybody has a right to their privacy. And just because you're a private person doesn't mean you're secretive and you're bad or you're, whatever. But we do want to be careful about toxins when this card comes through. We also want to be careful about arguments, something with the past maybe that needs to come out for you, personally. Maybe you're walking away from somebody who's been toxic and has always had secrets, and maybe you're letting go of all of that illusion that was in that relationship. And the Chariot, to me, pretty much it's just, if you're thinking of traveling, be careful. Cops can really hide well, and they do. If you're driving, this is your vehicle, right? But when the Chariot comes through reversed, I think in terms of being moody and not taking self-responsibility, and you just don't feel like you're in control. But if you're walking away from what has been no longer working, then you are reclaiming control over your life. It just takes a little while to get it going upright. So let's look at the upright meaning, which has to do with balance, with restoring balance and going in the right direction, as long as you can stay out of duality. That's why we have the black and the white, to remind us that here on Earth we are living on a planet of duality. But if we are always coming from that reference point of it's either this or that, I used to see those kind of posts on Facebook all the time, and they would drive me nuts. It's not da-da-da, it's duh. It's like, what? What about and? What about both? How about looking at things from a more evolved perspective? And if you can do that, you'll keep yourself centered in the healing way that brings in freedom. I mean, look at that big-ass star up there, that 8-pointed star on top of his head. And the Chariot, to me, is, it could also be a boat. And we're in our own little boats navigating the sea of life every day. This is about navigating and being in control of your navigation. And you got to keep your horses together. You know, one's going one way, one wants to go the other. You're the one that has to stay centered. So I'll just leave you with that. Okay, get centered in who you truly are, and life will become much easier. Okay, that's all I have. Take good care. Bye.